already have foundation on. I didn't finish everything, but this is what it looks like. This is the first time I will be using it, and so I thought I would film a video. Just got out of the shower. So yeah, let's get started. Yeah. I've been using this hair donut to clean my brushes, at least spot clean them, because I usually use a spot cleaner, but I don't want to spray it like every single time. So, and plus it kind of dries them out sometimes, so this is nice just to like clean the color off or sweep the color off. So I think I'm gonna go in with this transition shade right here, and I'm just gonna use that all over my lid. So I got this guy at Walgreens for $4.99. And the display is on an end cap, but there's only 2 of each palette, which is kind of annoying. But I think they're supposed to be permanent eventually. Okay, I'm actually liking the color as far as setting my lid with it. And underneath I just have an eye primer. I just always use an eye primer to help it last longer and for like the color to pop out a little bit more. Okay, that color is super pigmented. Okay, I'm really liking that so far. And then I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush like this. This is just one I have from Soho. It looks like the MAC 224. I'm gonna make sure there's no color on it. I think this is clean. Okay, I'm going to go in with this lighter orange right next to it first. There is fallout on these, but if you only like swipe once, you're not gonna get that much fallout. They're pretty pigmented. Okay, that guy is not too pigmented. Let's see. Yeah, you can kind of see the pigment. As far as like transition shades go, I always typically stick to my MAC palette, but this is good to go out of my comfort zone once in a while. I'm liking that so far. So this shade, it looks like it has some shimmer in it, like pink shimmer, which is interesting because it doesn't, from far away it looks matte, but it's actually, there's like shimmers in it. Okay, I'm gonna hold it properly so I don't just sweep it, or I don't nick it. So I'm gonna go in with a darker shade next to it and use that as in my crease as well. And so that's what the color looks like. There is a little bit of fallout, but it's nothing too crazy. I feel like there's always some sort of fallout when it comes to eyeshadows. And so far they blend pretty smoothly. I actually got the Rose in the Air palette as well, and I really love it so far, and I've only used it once, but I don't think it lasts like on my eyes that long, even with eye primer, but I have to try it out a little bit more. And typically I always use like an eye base. Like I'll use an invisible primer or whatever, or translucent. I'll usually use that, and then I'll usually use whatever I use as a lid color, like a base, like a cream base for it. But I haven't been doing that lately because it's hard to keep up with, because cream eyeshadows go bad pretty quickly. So I still have some of like my cream eyeshadows, but they go bad quickly, so I don't have as many anymore. So yeah. And sometimes I just do eyeliner. So that's what it looks like so far. Now I'm gonna go in with this. You know what? I'm not gonna go in the transition shade yet. I'm actually gonna go in with an all over lid color Just gonna wipe this off and make sure there's nothing on it. I'm just going in with a flat shader brush. It's a little fluffier than what I normally use, but I'm gonna go in with, I want to try the blue eventually, or I might use it in my lower lash line. This red coppery brownish red color with gold shimmer. So I usually wet my eyeshadow, but I want to see what it looks like without wetting it first. Oh, there's no pigment. That usually happens sometimes, so, but sometimes you'll have some eyeshadows that will work well without you wetting the shimmer. That is not this eyeshadow though. Yeah, I'm gonna wet it, but to even it out, I'm gonna go in with it on the other side. Then I'm just gonna use my DIY setting spray. So that's actually really gorgeous. Look at that. I love that. It reminds me of the Orgasm blush by NARS, but more of like a bronzier color, but it reminds me of it. Just like a deeper version. I've really been into orangey, reddish eyeshadows. I was gonna say lately, but I've actually been wearing them for a while. It's usually in my transition colors, but I've really been into them on my lid. Yeah, that color is really pretty. I'm gonna go in with that same, well, that's broken. I can still use it though. I'm gonna go in with, yeah, I just need to glue it. I'm gonna go in with that same shadow brush that I used earlier, and I'm actually gonna go in with that transition shade and work it into my outer corner. And I actually wasn't gonna pick this one up because I thought I was only gonna get the Rosé in the Air because I have a bunch of like naked palette eyeshadows that I know I'm not even gonna go through, but I wish I didn't get the Vault last year. Yeah, I had owned like 3 of the naked palettes and they were getting old, so I decided to get the Vault for my wedding. But I mean, I got it for a good deal, but I'm just not too crazy about it anymore. So this is what it looks like. I'm actually really impressed with this. I really am loving it so far. The colors are pretty pigmented, and I'm trying to think if I have anything in my collection that would compare to it. I guess apparently this is close to the Sweet Peach palette and the Kylie palette. I don't know any of those palettes, but I just like the colors. I don't really care about the Kylie Cosmetic craze. I don't own anything from them. So I'm gonna go again with a transition again and deepen my outer corner. I really love this eyeshadow. I'm really impressed. I bought every single one of them. There's 4 new ones besides one. I don't know what the last one is called because it looks like the Naked palettes kind of, so I just wanted to avoid it. I wanted to get colors that I don't really have in my collection. I still use my Naked palettes and I still really love the shimmers in there. The transition colors in there, some of them aren't my favorite, but I use them from time to time. So there's that, and this is what it looks like. I'm really loving it. For my lower lash line, I'm gonna leave it just like that for now. I was gonna say my brow bone. For my lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with this blue color because it's really pretty. But before I do that, I'm gonna go in with that fluffy lid brush that I used all over my lid earlier, and I'm just gonna go in with this whitish color, and I'm just gonna put that in my inner corners. Okay, on its own, I'm not too crazy about the shimmers unless you put some, unless you wet the brush. Okay, I'm gonna go in with that blue color and this little brush right here, and I'm gonna go in with on my lower lash line. Okay, there's pigment. I've really been liking this brush for the lower lash line. But this would be more beautiful, I bet, if I wet it with setting powder, so I'm just gonna even it out first before I do that. I really love these. If I didn't have my Naked palettes, I'd be fine. So I used 7 colors out of the 10, I think. Yeah, 7 colors out of the 10. The only colors I didn't use was this gold color and these 2 darker colors right here. I used this row and then both transition colors. So yeah, I really like it so far. They're really pretty. So let me just do one more close-up of what it looks like. I'm gonna go for I'm gonna put some blue in my waterline. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with blue on my waterline. And I'm just gonna do black on my upper lash line. Just my normal Tarte eyeliner that I use all the time. I finally got a new Sigma EO5. I was gonna get the MAC, I don't know what it's called. It's their liner brush. And I was gonna get it when it was 30% off, but I was like, I wanna wait. And then I actually was gonna get it when they were 50% off at Macy's, but they sold out so fast. And I was like, I'll just make do with what I have. But on a whim, I was looking at Sigma's website, and I haven't ordered from Sigma since like 2011, which is a really long time ago. The only brushes I ever ordered from them was like this brush set. It was expensive, but it was at the time cheaper than MAC, or it's still cheaper than MAC right now. So I got them, and so I really like those brushes. I'm not too crazy about them anymore. I don't really use them anymore even, but so I haven't really been using Sigma brushes. I use Real Techniques and Eco Tools, and I still use my MAC brushes from a while back. So anyways, but this eyeliner brush, I had like a mini one. I don't know if I got it from, I don't know. I got it and I've been using it, and it's perfect for gel liner. Yeah, it's perfect for gel liner because I really don't have a precise, I don't really make a precise line. That's why I don't use liquid eyeliner, and I don't make wings, and I just don't like how wings look like on me. Sometimes I'll do it, but I don't particularly love how it looks on me. So I just love this eyeliner brush. And anyways, I got this for Sigma for like $6, and this one's an actual full-size one. This is what it looks like, and there's no drugstore dupe that I've come across that looks like it. I've tried the bent eyeliner, I've tried angle eyeliner, I've tried just a smaller brush. I have a Tarte one. It just doesn't do it for me. So I'm gonna set that with a black eyeshadow. I just always set with a black eyeshadow just to make it last longer. I don't know where my palette is right now. Where did it go? Oh, okay. Yeah, I just always use a black eyeshadow. I've used it for years now. Just so my gel liner stays intact. Sometimes I don't need to do it in the winter, but in the summer for sure. When I sweat and stuff, this prolongs it. Alrighty, so I finished most of my makeup. I'm like crouching because I don't know. Yeah, so I finished most of my makeup, and so far I'm really liking this palette. I'm gonna see how it wears throughout the day. I know for the Rosé and the Air palette, it didn't like last super long on me, I should say, because I think the gold just faded throughout the night, but I also took a nap and stuff, so it could be possible that, yeah, it just didn't work out. And so I'm gonna see how this wears throughout the day, and I want to do a full review and swatch video of the 3 palettes I own, so stay tuned for that video, and I will see you guys in my next. And yeah, bye guys.